And he's back with another one, man. We had to bring Charleston White back. It's too much going on. Y'all love Charleston everywhere I go. Y'all keep asking me to bring him back. Oh shit, we back, man. We got Charleston White back in the chair, man. You know,
Yeah.
highly anticipated. And we're back for another one, man. Charleston White.
Cameron Jarrell Newton, aka Cam Newton, former NFL superstar quarterback, like most former black athletes from the 2000s, has dove into the world of social media, more in particular podcasting. Cam started his YouTube journey on February the 7th of 2019, in which his original content was vlog-style videos about his life.
I've decided to launch this YouTube channel for multiple reasons, really, to be more engaging, with my fans, because obviously I do feed off, what my fans have to say. Two, to also, bring you into my life just a little bit. I know there's a lot of different YouTube channels, a lot of guys who have their sports, but I want this one to kind of be a little different. I want to, have a little bit more drip, swag, sauce, all that.
It wouldn't be long before Cam would change his course and travel down the road of podcasting. This would, however, not come without controversy, as Cam would run into unexpected hurdles, as he would be challenged on his own podcast by a female guest.
But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far, but these families are still broken.
Charleston White, famously known for doing viral interviews on every platform he goes on, would be asked to come on as a guest by Cam Newton. This Charleston White interview would be Cam's biggest interview to date, amassing over 10 million views. The Charleston White will go in on Deion Sanders, despite Cam trying to change the narrative. Cam, like most people that interviewed Charleston White, was clueless to Charleston White's history of being a community activist and defender of inner city youth.
So I decided to go back to school and pursue education in criminal justice. And right now, today, currently, I'm a pre-law student at Texas Wesleyan University with 2 semesters to graduate before going to law school. I'm the founder and the CEO of a youth organization that's called Hyped About Hype. And HYPE is an acronym for helping young people excel. And we traveled throughout the state of Texas speaking at a lot of the different Texas Juvenile Justice Department institution, juvenile complexes, juvenile institution, halfway houses. We speak at high schools, we speak at different counties, probation departments, juvenile facilities, as well as 2 days out of the week, I volunteer as a volunteer chaplain at the adult parole office, speaking to all newly released inmates, offenders coming back to the Tarrant County area, pretty much giving them some knowledge and some information about going back to school and pursuing some type of trade, education, or skill.
On November the 1st of 2024, Cam Newton would invite Killer Mike onto his platform. In a shocking turn of events, Cam would attempt to get Killer Mike to bash Charleston White. However, to Cam's dismay, this would never happen, as Mike would defend Charleston White.
I look at a brother, man, who I got a lot of reverence and respect for, because I understand how heartbreaking, parts of his journey could have been. That's Charleston White. Like, you had that brother on here.
Yes, sir.
Man, you look at old tapes of that brother, man, that brother got his shirt tucked in and, his clothes maybe a little disheveled. You could tell he ain't having the best time of his life in terms of just making it work. But he was trying to impart wisdom on black folk and give them something. And man, he said he looked around, man, wasn't nobody there. It's like he fighting on their behalf, fighting for bills. People don't always take you seriously when you trying to, because you look like you just on a failed mission. Because my grandfather used to tell me all the time, black folks don't learn you. And what he was trying to tell me, they just human beings. Yes. And human beings are subject to fall victim to propaganda, insecurity, non-confidence, that type of stuff. But when Charleston pivoted, now he went for low-hanging fruit. He went for the fruit everybody go for, rappers, athletes. But he got their attention.
Yes, sir.
And then he put on an entertainer's veil. So he had to become what he detested. What he was telling people he detested, but then you start listening.
In the typical Charleston White fashion, he would not let this slide, as he would go all the way in on Cam when being interviewed on one of the hottest up-and-coming podcasts, No Game But Tie Game.
Yes. They playing for the clicks and the views. That's why I want to say, fuck you, Cameron. Cam Newton, not Cameron, I love Cameron. Cameron Newton. Because he just done an interview with...
You hear that first take?
No. Nobody's ever said this to Cam. So it's my first time being able to really express this. I had a little respect for Cam Newton, homie. He get me on his podcast. He tried to intellectually or whatever he tried to do, homie, he tried to shame me, belittle me, make me look buffoonery. And I'm saying, you a football player. You ain't never done nothing for our people. I done put my life on the line for our people. I'm the first black man in America that have ever openly stood up to gangbangers and still get to live. Fuck the Crips and Blood, fuck GD, fuck BD, fuck your founders, fuck Raymond. I done disrespected everything about the gang shit.
You have been standing 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I would give that to you.
Every other black, there's no other black person outside of Miss Dolores C. Tucker have ever took on this culture like this. What did Tupac say? Dolores Tucker, you's a motherfucker. Homie, they went against Miss Tucker. So until Miss Tucker came along, nobody have stood up against the rapper or the gangsters. I came along and picked up the banner. They were threatening me, doing all kind of shit, homie. But I never backed down. I never cowered out. So I'm the first black man to stand up and say, y'all, we wrong. Fuck them gangbanging. So for Cam Newton to get me on this podcast, I'm saying, hey, homie, I ain't never shot a gun at a black man. I ain't never been, but when you get Boosie on there, you show him some respect. You get Rollo on there, you show him some respect. I ain't never sold drugs in the black community.
So he's showing the gangsters some respect, but when it comes to you, he trying to treat you.
So that's what made me say, nigga, when I had my bow tie on, y'all wasn't listening. So that's how so now I'm an entertainer, so I can't be in the community doing what I'm doing. I'm getting paid to do comedy shows, selling out comedy shows. Shout out to St. Louis Helium Comedy Show. Just sold it out last night. I'm going to be at the Helium tomorrow in Indianapolis. So for him to try to shame me, homie, for what I'm saying, and respect them for what they done. You a weenie football player. You a nigga that make bastard babies out of wedlock. I got 2 kids by one woman I was married to. I ain't breed no dysfunction. So for him to try to get up there and act all high and mighty, but what really got me, he just done a powerful interview with Killer Mike. He tried to bring me up to Killer Mike as if Killer Mike was gonna go against me and speak down on me. Killer Mike said, I got reverence for that brother. I admire and respect that brother. Only for him to put in the title as if Killer Mike is talking down on me.
And most people don't listen. They read the title.
They read the title, and that shapes the mindset. That's why they clickbaiters.
I done seen people make whole videos off of a title.
Off a title.
And you like, the video ain't got nothing to do with that. So you clearly didn't even click on it and take
it. So that's why. But he's mad because I wait and come back on this podcast. I'm the highest watch views that he's had on this entire platform. He ain't reached 10 million nowhere. He didn't pay me $1. He tried to get me to come back because he wanted to outdo Shay Shay and Cat Williams. I wouldn't do it. So I said, since you ain't gonna pay me, I got some people in Atlanta that's working with children. How about you just donate something over there to them?
To the charity.
Yeah, I think he sent them $200 or $300. So imagine how much he made off that 10 million views. So even with Nick Cannon, right now I just done a show with Nick Cannon. It's the highest watched so far. Amazon didn't want to pay me.
This is going to be the highest watched show on the No Game But Tie Game podcast. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, so no, Amazon didn't want to pay me because they listen to what I say. Right now, I'm out on bond for things that I said. The prosecutor on my case said he hate me. He's an asshole. My lawyer said, man, but he's nothing like that. They're watching my videos. So when people are committing crimes, they looking for the easy target, the easy victims. They want me to be an easy victim. That's why they say, what's your addy? Drop your location. Come to Chicago. Come to LA. You want me to be an easy victim. Because you a bully. You want to prey. All predators prey on the easy victim. When that lion looking out at that gazelle, he ain't looking at that the front of the pack running fast, bouncing. He looking at that hurt leg in the back that can't keep up. They all want an easy prey, my nigga. And I make it hard for them. You got to go to jail or be willing to go to hell to get me. At some point, you either leave me alone, ignore me, and go on about your life, or come go to jail and come go to hell.